Is paid sick leave mandatory for all businesses in the U.S.? In recent discussions surrounding labor and employment law, a pressing question has emerged. Is paid sick leave mandatory for all businesses in the United States? As the workforce continues to adapt to changing health needs, many are seeking clarity on this important issue. Currently, paid sick leave is not universally required for all businesses across the nation. The rules vary significantly based on federal, state, and local laws. At the federal level, there is no overarching requirement that mandates all employers to provide paid sick leave. However, certain federal laws and temporary measures, particularly those introduced during the COVID-19 pandemic, have imposed paid sick leave for specific employers or under certain conditions. For example, many of the COVID-19 related provisions are coming to an end. In New York State, the COVID-19 paid sick leave requirement is set to expire on July 31, 2025. This change reflects a broader trend as temporary measures from the pandemic phase out. On the state and local levels, the situation becomes more complex. Numerous state and local governments have established their own paid sick leave laws. These laws often depend on the size of the employer or the industry in question. For instance, Washington State has expanded its paid family and medical leave law, which requires eligibility after 180 days of employment. This law is separate from general paid sick leave mandates. In Chicago, the Paid Leave and Paid Sick and Safe Leave Ordinance has specific requirements for employers. Changes to this ordinance will take effect on July 1, 2025. This includes the end of temporary exemptions for medium-sized employers and new payout obligations for accrued leave upon termination. Some states and cities requiring all employers to provide paid sick leave, while others only apply to larger businesses or specific sectors. Employers should also consider whether they have paid time off policies that combine vacation and sick leave, as this can impact compliance with local laws. In summary, paid sick leave is not mandatory for every business in the United States. Instead, the requirements depend on various factors, including jurisdiction and the size or type of the business. Employers must review applicable federal, state, and local laws to understand their obligations. With the landscape constantly evolving, it is essential for businesses to stay informed about changes in paid leave laws.